Grand Rising, kings and queens. Yes, I know how ridiculous this nose ring looks. It's not even a nose ring, guys. It's an earring, but okay. I lost my nose ring and I refuse to allow the hole to close up. Those of you that have your nose pierced know how painful it is to get your nose pierced. So don't laugh at my big ass earring that's inside my nose, okay? That's the first thing. It's just to keep the hole open. But yeah, good morning, Grand Rising, kings and queens. Happy Love Day, even though it's Love Day every day. So happy man-made pagan Love Day, okay? But yeah, I just wanted to hit you guys with a new banger, a new podcast, and this is focusing on the repercussions of love, okay? So let's get into this, okay? First of all, I was watching a movie. I forgot the name of the movie, but I'm going to throw all that in towards the end of the video just to give you guys a little feedback on what I'm talking about, the movie that I was referencing. But it had everything to do with a woman dealing with psychological, mental, emotional, physical, and financial abuse and losing everything before she found herself and was able to reform her life in every aspect possible. In light of that, I was inspired to use that tool as a example of the hardships that we face when we are dealing with narcissism. So before we get any further, I just want to say in advance, YouTube, all images in this video, I do not have own the copyrights of the images that you will see in this video, nor do I have the right to any sound that you may hear in this video, okay? So now we got that out the way, let's get right into it. Ladies, what are the repercussions of tainted love? Okay, first of all, let's talk about the aftermath, okay? So the aftermath of toxicity, like what do you gain out of dealing with a narcissistic lover, okay? You guys, I have my little notes to the side of me, don't pay that any mind. But yeah, a broken soul due to being possessed by the narcissist and becoming some sort of prized possession to them. In the mix of that, you sell your soul, not knowing, but you do. And that's by way of desire and desperation or vulnerability, or lack of self-preservation, lack of self-love, and lack of inner healing. We become conditioned to an inhumane environmental tone, which is abuse, being gaslit, love bombing, and lack of whatever you came in. So basically you start to lose things within your life as you progress in relationships that burn you, that swallow you whole, that consumes you till there is hardly nothing left, okay? So yeah, basically that's what kind of happens. And then what do you lose? What do you have to lose by dealing with a narcissist? I know, I can't stress it enough. I'm a survivor of narcissism and narcissistic abuse. And narcissistic abuse doesn't always have to come in the form of a lover. It can come from a friend. It can come from a family. 9 times out of 10, it's from people that are the closest to us that have targeted us because of the nature of our heart. Narcissists, they don't go after people that are sure of themselves, that really demonstrate self-love, whose vibrations are high, who are emotionally healed and mature and intelligent. Narcissists, they basically target people that they feel are weak, people that they feel that they can break, people that they feel that they can mold, okay? And 9 times out of 10, that's why we are always like, hold on guys. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, that's why we're always sitting back trying to collect the pieces. Like, dang, I'm a good person. I've done this, I've done that. You know, I come in with good intentions. Or why do I always attract these type of people? It's because of the nature of your heart. It's nothing that you have done wrong per se. It's because of how beautiful you love on the next human being, or your level of vulnerability, or your level of empathy or compassion. Is something that you give off that attracts the user, the abuser, the narcissist that happens to be a part of your world. Okay, so I just wanted to elaborate on that. Okay, so basically, what do you have to lose? Your strength, your focus, your common sense, your drive, your confidence, your self-respect. You lose yourself, you lose your dignity, you lose sight of reality. Okay, you're not able to see, like, I could physically see this, but being so caught up, it's like you no longer see the pink bottle as a pink bottle. You see the pink bottle, but in your eyes, this pink bottle doesn't look like this pink bottle. You're seeing the bottle in its actual form, but you're actually seeing something else. That's when you lose sight of your senses, your normal senses, and you also lose sight of reality. And that's when the narcissist is able to revamp and reestablish your whole entire perspective. Okay, they do that by love bombing, overly doing everything in the beginning, being this incredible vessel or being that allows you to feel like, oh, I can trust this person, or I am open to this person. It makes you want to say yes. It makes you want to pull this person in, lock them in some type of way. And once you get to that point, the person in their mind feels like they have you, because now you have agreed to be their prized possession. Okay? You have agreed to become their prey. Once they get that trust from you, that's the ticket that they need to create, to use you as a scapegoat, not knowing, okay? Because they need you to be a scapegoat in order for them to create a false narrative. They need a false narrative to stick in order for them to attack you without being, what's the word I'm looking for? Detected. Okay? Like, basically, y'all could be around each other and you can appear all off or a little out of it or a little disoriented. And that person could appear well-rounded, completely healthy, completely fine. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way that they need you to look for them to gain trust from the people around them, so that when they start throwing attacks, people are not seeing where it's actually coming from. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how you lose sight of your self-respect, your self-preservation, and your self-dignity. Okay? It's all by the tactics that they use through manipulation. They prey on the emotions of other people that they feel that they can control through mind control. All right? A narcissist's biggest weapon is power, and the next one is control. Okay, it's kind of like tied together. So basically, and it's actually scripted somewhere in the Bible, the wages of sin is death. Okay, I could be paraphrasing it, but those of you that know the Bible inside and out, you know where I'm going with that. Okay, so yeah, what's the initial game? Okay, what's the ultimate game? They want to take away your sense for them. For them, they want to take away your senses, make you seem crazy and delusional, so that they can receive trust of a very false narrative. As I was saying, they need the false narrative to stick in order to take and break you without a trace. To me, it's equivalent to the agenda of a vicious, ferocious, treacherous snake. Okay, they can't swallow you whole until they accomplish squeezing the life force out of you and crush your bones, which is how a snake moves. Okay, so that's basically what they do when they're throwing their attacks, and they're weakening you, and they're feeling like they're steps away from crushing your spirit completely. Once they get to that part, that's the equivalent to an anaconda. I don't know if y'all seen the movie Anaconda. When I was a little girl and I seen that movie, it frightened me to my core. I'm to this day afraid, terrified of snakes, worms, slugs, anything that looks like a snake. Like, that's my phobia. I'll freak out. Any other animal, creature, insect, I can handle that. But snakes, I can't do. So yeah, like, once they get their snakish body all around you, your body, and they go in for the squeeze, and they squeeze your body and squeeze, and then they just crush your bones. That's the equivalent to squeezing your life force, taking away everything that you came into the relationship with, lovers, friendships, bonds, resources, finances, your self-esteem, your senses. They play with your mental. They're using psychological work to manipulate and confuse you, make you second guess yourself, all that stuff. But I'm jumping the gun a little bit, so I'm gonna slow it back down. But in this case, the snake is cloaked. So the snake is presented in its actual form, like the bottle that I used as an example. But it gives off the illusion to trust what you sense and feel to be dangerous. Okay, it basically gives off the illusion that it's not, like, no, it's not dangerous, or nah, this is okay. What was I thinking? Like, basically, like I said, you second guess yourself. And once you're narc, your snake feeds and swallows you whole after gaining your trust and then attacking in a very quick and deadly way. It's able to swallow you, like I said, whole, which is, in literal terms, they're able to rob you of your entire everything. Relationships with your family and your friends, your health, your finances, and your mind. In exchange of your love for them, what do you gain? You get hurt. Okay, you gain hurt, trauma, pain, depression, lack of faith, confidence, wisdom, and self-destruction. Okay, does that really sound like a prize? All for dating somebody that you think is cute? In this case, we got to go a little deeper, kings and queens, because cute ain't worth pain. Cute ain't worth hurt. Cute ain't worth the sacrifices that you will endure trying to hold on to somebody because on the outside they're cute or buff or sexy or have a big this or have a big that or their eyes sparkle, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible. So they succeed in draining your life force and basically, taking your soul. This is what happens when you choose looks or a physical type over substance, morals, and integrity. And integrity is what we do when we are off camera, when no one is watching. Who we choose for love, it reflects who we are. Sometimes we downplay the red flags, the abuse, the toxicity because of the power of persuasion and lack of our own inner healing. Okay? And sometimes we could think that we are healed and not really realize how much is still simmering, within us, if that makes sense. So it's basically because of something that you saw or was taught. It never left your senses of what is normal. So you stay for a sense of comfort and peace in these toxic situations. Some people find comfort in toxicity and turmoil, and some people find peace in healing their own toxicity and finding comfort in their own growth. Kings and queens narcissists, they prey on people that are open to love. Okay, so if you're open to love and you're wondering why you're constantly being thrown in these type of situations, it's because of the way that you love or a certain level of vulnerability that you have within yourself when it comes to certain things that you may feel you want or need. People prey on that, P-R-E-Y, not P-R-A-Y. Real people with substance, P-R-A-Y. Narcs, P-R-E-Y, okay? So narcissists are loveless beings that are conditioned to hurt and take. They do to people what was done or taught to them as a way of life. Because Living a narcissistic lifestyle numbs them from facing their actual identity, their character, and their inner suppressed traumas. These are people that choose to suppress everything that is wrong, everything that ever happened, to the point where they're numb, and they constantly numb themselves with power, addictions, control, and all these other tools and tactics that they use that they have been taught. Okay, so healing and growth is actually foreign and uncomfortable to them. They fear loss of control and power, and that's the rush that feeds their inner demons. Okay, so basically wrapping this up, I feel like we need to just keep on loving on ourselves. Okay, and hold on just a second. Sorry about that. But yeah, we need to just keep in mind that the initial goal is not the love on other people, but it's to first put that love, pour that love into ourselves. And I feel like we need to also keep in mind that their relentless objective is basically to rob, kill, and destroy. Okay. Ours is to love, and theirs is to play chess. Okay. Their relentless objective is to seek and search people that are open to love, such as you and me. And their objective is to play chess when it comes to your life and your love and everything that you have to offer, okay? They play against us with our own intelligence. They try to make us second guess what we feel and know to be right or wrong. They do things intentionally to play with us on a psychological level. Their goals are to make us become psycho, okay? Take cheating, for example. If your lover ever cheated on you and you called them out for it, they'll call you toxic or argumentative or difficult for confronting them about what you feel, you see, or know. To the point where you're like, why did I do that? Am I wrong? Am I tripping? Maybe I'm doing too much. They want you to be easy. They don't want you to defend yourself. They don't want you to stand up on or call anything out. They want you to just sweep everything under the rug and let them just do anything they want and never question them about anything. Remember, they want power. They want you to be mindless. They want you to be like a sack of a potato or something, a sack of potatoes or something, just sitting there lifeless, not doing anything. Okay, they just want you to be mindless. Okay, they want to take over your vessel. They just want you to do as they say and not question anything. Okay, seriously. So yeah, that's basically what they do. They get a hold of your trust to cast the illusion over your life, position you in a way so that they can play chess by getting your trust, which is basically cooperation on our behalf for them to use us as a pawn and a scapegoat to people in their everyday life. This gives them a form of a false credibility. A false credibility is what they need to win the game of chess over your life. So narcissistic behavior will ultimately make or break you. Okay, and now I'm going to include a few clips from the movie just to give you all a little insight on that. Thanks for listening. I love you guys so much. And remember that even though this is a pagan holiday, remember that really, this is really an actual love day, but love day is every day. Valentine's Day is a pagan-made holiday. But Valentine's Day is, in actuality, is every day. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, guys? So be great. Enjoy this beautiful Friday. Thank the Lord for waking you up today, for giving you life, love, resources, empathy. Okay? And just do something that you didn't do yesterday in a positive way. Okay? Do something today that's going to help you tomorrow. All right? Bye. First off, I do not own the copyright to all images and music being used in this video. these images and music being used in this video is simply a tool to illustrate tainted love. This is an illustration of a mother who had 2 children that stepped into a relationship with the landlord. The landlord appeared to be this wonderful lover, but he taught her so many lessons as he tried to break her and take everything from her that he possibly could to control her and mold her and possess her. She had to find her way through the darkness to get to the light. And in the mix of doing that, she lost her self-respect, her dignity, her self-worth, her confidence, her senses, even her relationship with her children, to the point where she had nothing left but to reflect on where she has gone wrong, what she has done. And that woman right there is the landlord's mother. She is a dark priestess that gave very negative information to her. And all of these things are distractions that were used against her by her lover. So ladies and gentlemen, let's do better and be more loving and kinder to ourselves and not allow ourselves to be trapped into this type of situation moving forward. Love yourself.